Welcome to Workforce Reporting for Designers. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts has set policy that promotes equity of opportunity within state design and construction contracting. The Commonwealth is building on that policy by establishing a reporting mechanism including instructions to state agencies as to the collection of data associated with these opportunities. This data includes accurate reporting of all workers. This training will prepare you to complete the form for data reporting and the guidelines for submitting it to DCAMM. After a prime designer firm signs a contract with the Commonwealth and work begins on a project, the designer is required to submit to DCAMM on a monthly basis the designer's workforce report. The designer's workforce report form will be created by DCAMM and sent to the designer firm representative soon after the contract is signed. After work commences, the workforce report form is to be submitted electronically by the end of the first week of the month. This report will contain information on all team members working on the project during the previous month. For example, the workforce report for work performed in January 2014 must be submitted by the end of the first week of February 2014. You are now viewing the Designer's Workforce Reporting System report form. Each prime design firm team member assigned to the project must be included on this report form. The form you are viewing will be the vehicle used to report information required by the Commonwealth. We will create the reporting form for the first month together during this video. Each month that the design firm works on the project, the firm will utilize the form submitted the previous month to create the new report for the present month. By using the previous report, all you need to do is add any new team members who have worked on the project, enter the work data, and save the document as a new file. Let's take a tour of the workforce report form. When the form is received by the prime design firm, you will notice that the project information is pre-populated at the top of the form by DCAMM. On the left of the text box, you will see the project name, project number, the prime designer name, and the project location. On the right side of the form, you will see the site information, a field for the date work on the project began, and a field for the date the project work is completed. If you should have questions regarding this information, please contact your DCAMM project manager or the DCAMM compliance manager. Contact information for DCAMM will be displayed at the end of this video and will also be included in the job aid included on this web page. All pink areas of this form are required fields and must contain information when submitted to DCAMM. If you submit a form with a blank required field, the form will not be accepted. The only exception to that rule is the date work completed field, which will contain the date the work is completed on the project. Let's begin to fill out the form. The first field into which we will add information is the date work began field. Click on the field and begin entering the date in a 224 format. For example, if project work began January 6, 2014, the date would be entered as 01/06/2014. All dates on the reporting form will be entered in this format. Please note that this field will not accept any date prior to July 1, 2013, as this was the date this policy went into effect. Tab to the next field. We have tabbed to the date work completed field. The date work completed will be filled with the date that work ends at the end of the project. Because work is ongoing at this point, we will leave this field blank and tab over to the next empty field, which is reporting date. The reporting date field is the date you are actually preparing the report. So let's put in today's date. Remember to enter the date in a 224 format. After completing the date, tab over to the Designer Filing Report field. You will notice that DCAMM has pre-populated the designer name and the team name for this particular form. So we will tab down to the first name column and begin to enter the employee information. In the first name field, enter the team member's first name. Tab over to the middle name field and if available, enter the middle name or middle initial of the employee. If the middle name information is not available, this field can be left blank. Tab over one column and type in the employee's last name. If the employee's last name contains a generational suffix, such as junior, senior, or the third, simply place a comma directly after the last name, add a space, and enter the suffix. Press the Tab key to move to the next column. In this column, entitled Worked on Project During Period, we are reporting whether the team member worked on the project during this reporting period. This field has a drop-down menu containing two choices, yes and no. Click on the down-facing arrow and choose the appropriate entry. Tab over to the % work during current reporting period column and click on the down-facing arrow. If you had chosen no in the previous column, there would be no choices in this column. However, if you chose yes, there are three choices that report the percentage of available work hours for the month the employee actually worked. For example, if the employee worked 44 hours of an available 176 hours, the employee worked 25% of the available hours and would fall within the 10 to 50% range. We will select the 10 to 50% range and tab over to the next column. The next column is the employee's home zip code column. In this column, you will enter the team member's home zip code. This is not the employer's business zip code. This is the zip code of the employee's residence. Let's tab to the next column. The project role field is also a drop-down menu. Click on the down-facing arrow and make the appropriate choice to populate the field, entering the team member's role in the project. Remember, the list may not contain all of the project roles. If the role of the employee is not included, please choose Other, or if you feel this is a role that may need to be added, please contact DCAMM and request the role to be added to the drop-down list for this menu. In the next column, the gender field is also a drop-down selection. Make the appropriate choice and tab to the next column. The race ethnicity field is the next field we will address. This field is a drop-down menu containing the racial and ethnic groups that are required in workforce reporting. As a Commonwealth contractor, you are expected to give the team member an opportunity to self-identify with a particular minority category. If the team member has declared and reported his minority affiliation, and the particular group is one of the groups we are reporting on, please select the appropriate minority affiliation. If the team member's minority group is not part of the list, please select Minority Other. If the team member is not reporting his ethnic affiliation, the designer firm may select a minority group affiliation based on a visual survey, or, if uncertain, choose Minority Other. Remember, the designer may only select a minority classification based on a visual survey when the opportunity has been given to the employee to self-identify and they have not chosen to do so. Press the Tab key to move to the next column. Continue this process until all team members have been entered onto the form. After completing team member information, it is time to certify the report. Check your information for accuracy. When you are satisfied that your report is ready for submittal, go to the bottom of the form, read the certification sentence, and check the certification box. Move to the bottom right-hand corner of the form and enter the name of the designer firm representative creating the report, their title, phone, and email information. When saving your document, always use Save As to preserve the previous report. Save your report with a new document name and save the document as an Excel document. Never save your report as a PDF, as the PDF file is not compatible with the DCAMM system. After saving your document, it is time to submit the report. Attach your document to an email and send the report to DCAMM. At the top right-hand corner of the form is the email for submittal. If you are sending more than one report, please send only one report per email. Congratulations, you have completed your monthly workforce report. In addition to this video training, you will find a job aid on this website that can be downloaded for your convenience. On this job aid are the step-by-step instructions contained in this training, along with email addresses and phone numbers for DCAMM representatives who will be able to answer questions and offer assistance. Follow the directions on this web page to open the document. Thank you for viewing the Workforce Reporting for Designers training.